Okay, the NBA is going down. Return of the NBA Friday, July the 30th. Jo, are you ready for this?
I'm ready as ready can get.
Look, man, of course they dropped the schedule yesterday as far as the return, some of the games that's going to be highlighted. And I want to talk about the Lakers and the Clippers because this is going down one of the first games that's going to be back for this new format. We got to break this thing down between the Lakers and the Clippers. This is round 4, right? The Clippers is up 2-1 now. The Clippers and the Lakers, they are the top two teams in the Western Conference. The Lakers now sitting at 49-14. The Clippers are 44-20, so they like 5.5 games back on the Lakers. You know, this final little run, I believe, is only 8 games. How long do you think both teams are going to play their stars in this return game, Jo? Do you think LeBron, AD, Kawhi, and Paul George, do you think they're going to get a lot of bump in this game?
Not really. I don't see anybody going over 35 minutes because for the Clippers, they won't get the 1 seed with 8 games remaining. So it makes no sense for them to try to go hard and like they're going to catch the Lakers.
So there's really no chance of them catching LA. So what about LeBron and them? I mean, after this, the layoff, we haven't had basketball in a couple months. So do you don't think that LeBron and AD need as much bump as they can use going into this postseason?
I mean, probably towards the end of the 8-game stretch, they maybe can boost up the minutes. But I mean, just coming back and just coming off this long layoff and playing 40 to 42 minutes some nights, to me, it's just not that smart.
This Lakers and Clippers, though, and this is why I'm mad, because I think we're going to have to downplay this game. This is the Lakers and Clippers. This is the series that we've been talking about all season, and because of, the return and how it's playing out, we might not really get that impact for the final game between these guys in the regular season.
The whole season is weird and should have an asterisk anyways, so it's just unfortunate times.
Word. Now, who do you think needed home court advantage the most between the Lakers and the Clippers going into this playoff run? Does this game being on neutral ground benefit one of these two teams less?
Not necessarily, because both of those. Well, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the entire playoffs is going to be there, but it's going to have to matter somewhat because this is where they're going to play at from here on.
Right.
If they was going back to LA, they share the same stadium, so of course it wouldn't matter.
Kawhi is the type of superstar that really don't need a crowd to get his thing off. To me, he doesn't feed off of a crowd. So I think the Clippers will benefit from that. LeBron, I think LeBron could handle things either way. That's going to be key to see how players react with the environment of no fans. That's definitely going to play a role. Speaking of the Lakers, J.R. Smith. It's been talks about J.R. Smith possibly joining the Lakers because Avery Bradley is now going to be out. Do you think that's a good move for LeBron and J.R. to reunite in Los Angeles?
I mean, I actually think it's a pretty good move. Of course, they're losing Avery Bradley, which could take away a lot of defense. But
Avery had 24 points in the win versus the Clippers the last time the Lakers played them. So this is a huge loss. Some argue that Avery Bradley was the reason the Lakers beat the Clippers in the third game.
He was. I mean, I didn't put much stock in that game because I don't look forward to him having many games.
Wait. So you put a lot of stock in the ones that LeBron lost, but not in the ones that he won. Okay, that's crazy.
Well, because he got outplayed by Kawhi, so we got to put something on that.
Wow.
But
JR's a good look.
It's hard to say, man. His jumper have to be working. He's not a young man anymore. I mean, he's not older than LeBron, but he's still getting up there. And
I think it's been 2 years since we've seen him play, right?
His legs should be fresh, but is he going to be rusty? Is his game rusty? I don't know, man. I don't see him making too much of a difference, except maybe if his jumper on, because I don't see him guarding nobody, even though he plays hard defense.
when I look at what the Lakers are losing with Avery Bradley versus what J.R. Smith has to offer, I think it's a good move. You talk
Well,
about
you know who's going to play more now, right?
Caruso.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not mad that the guys that they already have will probably get more minutes. I'm not really thriving for J.R. Smith to be bumped into some type of starting role or to get high minutes, but I think he can play quality minutes.
But to add to that, to the Lakers and Clippers additions, I think the Clippers getting Joakim Noah may be more a bigger move because Lakers have a lot of size with AD and Howard and well, we don't know if Howard going to play just yet. But you got
JaVale
Howard,
McGee.
you got McGee. So Joakim Noah feeling that coming in, giving him depth, and there's a center spot. I think may be more valuable.
I think it's valuable to the Clippers as a team because they didn't have that post presence. But when you look at the competition, Joakim Noah is not really a threat. So the Clippers needed that post presence. So it's a good addition, but I don't think that that's something that's going to he's not the type of guy that's going to make a difference to me when it comes to.
They just need him to box out and compete with the bigs because LA, the only true big they have is Zubac.
Right, but that's why I said it benefits them because they don't have that much at that position. But still, going against teams like LA and Denver, I don't see that still making a difference. It's still going to be about Kawhi and Paul George and Lou Williams at the end of the day, to me.
So it's still going to be about LeBron and AD. So when LeBron lose, I don't want to hear his name.
Listen to me. See, you're being very disrespectful because, see, you also got to keep in mind LeBron stopped playing last year. He didn't make the playoffs. His season stopped in April. And now he done got a couple months extra. Come on, man. You talk about somebody that's going to be ready to play for this stretch. Oh, LeBron is going to be in full throttle. So don't get scared now, J.O. You've been very disrespectful.
Play, but he's not the only man in the league ready to play, so let's play ball.
But there's no one in the league like the King. And then we got The Last Dance, all the disrespectful talk. Since this Michael Jordan documentary came out to LeBron James, I'm telling you, there's going to be hell to pay come July the 30th and moving forward. I can't wait.
I hope he's ready. I hope his 36-year-old legs is ready for the heat.
Now, you brought up Dwight Howard, J.O., possibly not playing. I wanted to speak about this. Some NBA players are not going to be opting into the return format of the NBA season due to either the COVID issue or the social injustice issue. What's your thoughts, J.O.? I mean, the COVID thing, I think, is kind of unexplainable. If you feel a certain way about health concerns, you got your family, I'm definitely not knocking that. NBA is not penalizing people. You're not getting paid. But what do you think about guys that are planning on sitting out, not playing because of the social injustice that we see right now going on?
Well, as you mentioned, if it's like you said, a COVID, you can't really be mad at a man that's considering that. As far as the injustice, I think it's more of players not playing because they don't want to be trapped in a bubble. They feel like that's a form of controlling or being oppressed against their will. You got to think a guy like Dwight Howard who probably loved his lifestyle more than the game itself. I mean, we're not going to indulge in his lifestyle. We're not going to get into that. But he loved to be free. He's from Atlanta. So a lot of guys just want to, they can't imagine being stuck somewhere for 2 to 3 months at a time. Like, that's just going against their will.
But then that's also going against the principle. I mean, that's a very selfish move, and you might be right, but I think that that's very selfish. How does that help fight social injustice? That seems to be all about self at the end of the day. So me, I just have a problem with, because we're still going to be black. It's not going to stop whether we stop playing ball or not. If the NBA season discontinue because of what's going on right now, like, we still going to be black. Like, nothing changed. I really think that if these guys feel comfortable playing, use the platform, to help the fight. but not playing, I don't see how that benefits.
because like everybody else, I mean, they just showing it just a symbol that basketball is not the most important thing. Now, if it wasn't, I'm I'm willing to guarantee 100% of the players would play if the COVID wasn't a major thing. So if you add that in and you in because that's the main reason why they forced to stay in the bubble because of the COVID. So
Right,
they were
but
like,
I'm
wait a
looking
minute.
at Kyrie Irving's approach. Like this is not about the coronavirus. Kyrie is more on something else. He's even talking about starting their own league and stuff like that. Like Kyrie doesn't want to play due to this.
Well, see, Kyrie is. I think the players that's refusing to play or can't play because they injured. I don't think those players is going to be allowed to come. And Kyrie upset that he can't come with his team because he refused to play. So now he just looking at it like, wait a minute, it's too much control going on. And and then you got other guys, Kyrie as well. I heard it has been rumored like they don't work. They don't want if everybody in the bubble, everybody got to make the sacrifice. Then guys like LeBron and Kawhi, they shouldn't be getting special treatment. That would help them perform better, help them be more focused and stuff like that. So they just want stuff to be monitored where it's like, nah, this is LeBron. He can bring his cousins and his aunt here, and y'all can only bring two. Like, nah, we gotta monitor this.